Guys, welcome back to the Booth 2K, and we're on the road today. We're here at my dad's house. He's not able to drive right now.
Just had a medical procedure, but thank you for all your prayers. I'm doing really good.
Oh, I'm glad, Dad. We're all worried, but we knew you'd be okay.
Thank you.
So you just got to keep resting and all that.
That's what I'm trying to do, but these dang Cowboys are making me mad again.
Yeah, making you have more heart problems, right?
Maybe so.
Well, I mean, the big news right now is obviously Smith. He's down, and they're saying this. They say he may never play again.
Really?
Yeah, for the Cowboys anyway.
No, well, I thought I heard that he'd be up and going by playoffs for sure.
Yeah, I mean, to watch the playoffs probably.
Are you sure about that?
They're saying there's a chance he'll be back in December, but then there's also a chance that he could be done.
Well, it sounded like Jerry Jones was saying that he was going to kind of save him for the playoffs.
Well, that makes me feel even worse now. You know, Jerry's always saying things like that.
Well, that is true. But what about his backup?
What's his name? Ball.
Well, there's Josh Ball, yeah, for sure. But the kid, their first round draft.
Well, he's a guard right now.
Yeah,
you know, and he's been playing like a guard. You know, they had that position all training camp. I'm kind of worried about them rushing him in there.
Well, that's true, especially since it seems like he's had a little trouble with penalties already.
Yeah, but what I'm really worried about is Dak.
Well,
you know, with a rookie, guarding him.
Because his job is to protect his blind side. Is that correct? Yeah.
Yeah, that's correct.
So yeah,
we don't need another Joe Theismann deal in our hands here.
Well, I don't think you should even bring that up.
Yeah.
But
yeah, you're right.
Sorry. Let's cut that.
Sorry, Theismann.
Yeah, but well, you know what? Here's the thing: Dak is going to have to release that ball quicker.
Yeah,
that's just all there is to it. Again, other teams get by with injuries.
Yeah.
Why can't the Cowboys do it?
Well, if we're going by recent history, and McCarthy sounded like Jerry Jones there.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. They can't really seem to deal with an injured player. You know, like you said, other teams do it.
Yeah.
But they're not prepared for this as usual. You know, they think, how could they not be prepared? Because even if this injury wouldn't have happened, there's a good chance he would have missed a lot of games like he does every season. So they should have someone in place.
And they're already kind of soft in that position. But, and of course, Jerry says that, hey, they're good the way they are, but they're going to be... looking around for a veteran.
They have to. They have to. Maybe even trade.
Yeah.
I understand there's this guy in New England that's pretty good. But then you worry, okay, if Belichick doesn't want him,
Yeah, I wonder what the deal is with that person. Because, I mean, good offensive linemen are not easy to come by.
If it's just a contract situation, all right, I can understand that. But they're going to have to do something major here, I think.
Exactly, and I know that they were really counting on a strong offensive line to really gear up the running game this year and just try to really have a full offense again. Yeah.
Well, you know what you said about moving the rookie out there to a spot.
Yeah.
That's what everybody's saying, like that's the logical thing to do. It does worry me. I've been thinking a lot about that too, but I don't know if I want to rush a kid like that out to probably the most important, spot on a football team, besides quarterback, of course.
Sure.
But what would that do to his mind,
Well, I mean, he sounds like a really positive kid.
Yeah,
he
he's
really
smart.
does.
He's smart.
He's a smart kid, and I think he really wants to take advantage of the situation. But I think you're right. I mean, if you get into a game and you get beat, down after down, or penalty after penalty, it could kill you.
And it's not like he was coming from Alabama or something where he saw top tier teams all the time.
Exactly.
He was at Tulsa.
Yeah, but he's a big kid though.
Yeah, he's big. He's big. Yeah. He's gonna be good, but I'm just concerned about that. Him facing this top tier competition at that position right away, right out the gate.
I don't remember if who the offensive line coach is now, and
I
has
don't
he
remember
been somebody
either.
that's
Yeah.
been there or somebody new now? But that's going to be really
I
important.
think it's a couple seasons now, but I could be wrong. But
Yeah.
I probably need to look into that.
Yeah, he really needs to get coached up. I mean, they're going to have to make some kind of changes in order to
Yeah.
keep this thing going.
Change the game plan a little bit.
Yeah.
Kellen Moore's going to have to, he's going to have to do something different.
Exactly. And again, other teams can do that. The Cowboys need to be able to do that.
I know I'm going back a long way here, but Joe Gibbs, when he took over Washington,
Sure.
he came from San Diego as their offensive coordinator, and he was, throwing the ball over the place.
That's right.
But he didn't have that kind of team here, so what did he do? Riggins and all those guys, the Hogs, they ran the ball. So they need Kellen Moore needs to change it up. Something's going to have to be done here.
Oh, exactly. So
they need a balance.
Well, beyond that, what do you think about this preseason game tomorrow?
Well, I'm not sure. They say that a lot of the starters won't play, if at all. And I think now with this Smith injury, we may see none of them. It's their last preseason game, so.
Yeah, and actually, you remember they used to have the dress rehearsal game, and that would be maybe the second to the last game of the season. And, of course, that's really non-existent now.
Yeah, it's gone now.
It really seems like they're trying to do all their work, not even in the preseason games, but like they did. They played some like a scrimmage with Denver. They played
San Diego.
as well. So looks like that's when they're doing a lot of the work with their veterans.
Because I remember it used to be remember they'd play like the Raiders or something, a scrimmage in camp.
Sure.
That was about it. Then eventually it was Houston too.
Sure.
But yeah, it seems like they are going. You're hearing more about that, now, and that's probably better.
And I guess you're right, but there's I understand Tom Brady's actually going to be in the game this weekend.
Well, I think he's been out
he has been out, but he's going to play in the preseason game.
Well, Belichick always played them guys when he was in New England.
Sure.
And I bet Belichick will be doing that again. You figure like that's a pretty good guy to follow on what to do. But I don't think they're going to play any of them, especially with Smith. But they got the kicker situation where they cut the other guy. I can't even say his name, but they got Mahar is the only guy they got left. And they put him in a tough situation last week in the game. They set him up with a 61 or 62 yarder that he missed. That, that's hard to make.
Exactly. I mean, and that's not and of course, if it's a preseason game, well, I guess it's time to. It's a good time to at least make the try, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. But I was thinking that other kid maybe was doing a little better, but maybe not.
Yeah. Well,
I think they're pretty far off, and they need somebody there.
Yeah, I think you're right, but I mean, what do you do? Most kickers that are out there now may be as good as him, or maybe even worse.
Maybe so. Well, you just know how these kickers are. They get real streaky, in a good way a lot of times. You bring some guy off the street, and all of a sudden he's, he can't miss. But when they go into that funk, it's like golf. They start playing bad.
Which reminds me, you remember when the Cowboys signed that big shot kicker that was supposed to be the
Vanderjack?
was supposed to be the best ever. It came over here and really stunk up the joint.
He was terrible.
Yeah,
there's probably some of that left over.
I'm really, sorry that I bought his jersey and everything.
Oh my God! Yeah, you're the first guy to ever buy a kicker's jersey.
Yeah, I mean, I was like, come on! As soon as we got to the 50, let's go.
Yeah. Well, you know what? You did buy the Rafael Sepcion jersey.
Yeah,
I had to get rid of that after the incident.
Yeah, well, let's not even get into that. That's a whole other story.
Yeah. But tomorrow being the last game, I'm going to watch it. The first half anyway. I don't know if any of the starters on defense will play. I'm guessing if the offense doesn't, they won't either. The defense, everybody's saying they're pretty set, and they have looked pretty good, in practice in these scrimmages. So I'm excited about that. They got a good defensive coach. We'll just have to see. Tampa is coming here for the game, for the first game of the season.
Sure.
They should. They need to win it. I think they need to win it because last year they started out and lost.
Exactly.
Against them. And then they kept just, like we talked about last time, they kept beating these tomato cans these ham and eggers, but they never beat a good team. This is a good way to set
the season,
the tone, right?
Yeah, set the tone. And you're right. They need to find a way to win. Again, they're at home. They need to win.
My son-in-law Reese.
Uh-huh.
He's happy to always text me when there's something bad.
Oh, I'm sure.
The Cowboys. He was texting about the Smith injury.
Immediately.
Yeah, immediately.
Yeah.
He's one of those Eagles fans that, hey Reese, I know you love the Cowboys. Keep up with them more than your own team.
Yeah. Well, those people are.
Yeah, those Eagles, those filthy Eagles.
Yeah. But how about the blue carpet fashion show that
oh my God,
was all the buzz this week?
It's just more proof that football is secondary.
I mean, that makes me sick. I'll be honest with you, because I know we're going to be the laughing stock of the league. When that really comes out.
Yeah,
like
the
that.
other team's going to mock our guys whenever they get beat or whatever. They're going to do these celebrations in the end zone, whether on offense or defense. I guarantee, as creative as these guys are, they're going to mock that damn thing, and they should. They're
going to probably do a runway modeling thing or something.
Landry wouldn't have put up with that. Jimmy sure as hell wouldn't have put up with that. Parcells,
Oh yeah,
none of those guys would have.
Even now, I think Landry is sitting up in his grave and saying, "What the hell?"
Yeah, he's trying to distance from this team now.
Yeah, he probably is.
Rest in peace, Tom Landry.
That's
the great
right.
Tom Landry.
The great Tom Landry.
Well, I miss having someone like that on the sideline.
Or even Jimmy Johnson.
Oh, Jimmy Johnson.
Yeah, Jimmy Johnson wouldn't put up with that. Parcells wouldn't have put up with that.
No, he wouldn't have.
Yeah. But
this goes back to the owner, Jerry
Jones.
It's like a broken record. We hate Jerry Jones.
Well, and that's why I don't know if you got a chance to look at what I wrote last week on Ola, Texas. I hate the Cowboys.
Yeah, I did read
that was really, I don't hate the Cowboys, but I hate what Jerry Jones has done to this team.
Yeah, the culture of this team.
Yeah. Let's win some games.
Yeah, let's worry about winning, not these stupid fashion shows, these stupid Thanksgiving shows like you talked about. That's a focus point.
Yeah, that's been Zeke and jumping in the bucket. Okay, let's win some games.
Yeah, let's not worry about who's playing at halftime.
Yeah, that should be the last word on this. Let's win.
Let's win. Because, that does make me sick. Because it's like they're saying, we know we're not going to get to the Super Bowl, so let's have this halftime show that's Super Bowl-esque.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
On Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
That's insane.
That's what it feels like. But all right, guys. Thanks for joining us here on the Booth 2K. We'll be back next week. We'll see what happened in this preseason game. And you got anything to say, Dad?
Adios, amigos.
All right, Dad. We're glad he's back. Glad he's feeling good. And we're going to have a good season.
All right.
All right. Thanks, Dad.
All right.